gentlemen, welcome to the Key Club, where we are broadcasting live to the interwebs. Hello, internet people, and hello, real humans. Let me hear a big woo if you're having this. Yeah! Woo, I've had enough this week. I am so over this. So, here we go, folks. This is the roundup of not only today, but the entire week. So if this is the first event you're attending, lucky you, because you get to see it all at once. But we're going to go fast, because nobody's playing this. All right, come on. Crowd source. Come on, crowd source it better. Kickstart the shush. Thank you. All right. So, today, this morning, 8 a.m., we had Social Media for Social Good debate. And the debate was over whether or not you should be spending money as an NGO on an agency. Woo! On the one side, we had Team Doug Woodring, Doug was playing, and they were saying, yes, you should be spending money on an agency. Some of the great quotes that came out of today, memorable, immortal words, Facebook and Angry Birds together are going to bring down civilization as we know it. Also, social media is the greatest communications tool since Gutenberg. Now, they may have been overstating things a bit because on the other side, we have Ching To, founder and chairman of the and in the house, in the front, my good friend Alan Bullock, at the dogs, Asia's foremost charity wildlife photographer, saver of lives, protector of innocence. He also has this little day job at a small company called Cathay Pacific. They were saying, look, you shouldn't have an NGO be spending money on social media if you can't justify the money in social media. The idea is like going to an expensive dinner party. If you spent $3,000 on a plate, but they spent $2,700 making that plate, you should have just written that check straight to the charity. That was their argument. So, Ali, thank you so much. That's one of my favorite quotes of the entire week. Social media is about people and passion, and so is charity work. We don't need more money. We need more people and passion. So I know there's some charities that disagree with it, but now, with the 65% of the votes, the winner is, all right, everybody tweet your answers in and use hashtag BBHK. No, I'm kidding, we're done with that stupid competition. The winner was spend money. Yeah, I know. The people that get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, they're a very different crowd than you people. You people got heart and soul. We like you. All right, then Casey's Blogging 101. Class of Casey's 7,300 events he ran this week. The overall theme of this one was quite simply, you must love what you blog about. And this applies not just to bloggers who are writing about food or travel. This also applies to companies who are writing blogs. You're doing content marketing, and you don't believe in what you're writing about, nor will anybody else. We had James Marsh, otherwise known as Marshy, one of Hong Kong's leading independent film critics. He left the regular job and went off and started up his own blog, writing about movies. He sits and watches two or three movies a day, and he's paid to do so. His big fear is of negative comments, and he has to really work hard to get over it. Especially in the business world, right? But he says, don't worry about it, at least they're reading you. His other big worry, a lot of people worry about this, is I'm not doing anything original. He's watching the same movies everybody else is watching. But he feels the important thing is you just keep on telling the story, but you tell it from your perspective. And be honest to yourself to build up a nice big audience. Restaurant Woman, otherwise known as E-Ting. If you don't follow her blogs, you don't know where the good restaurants are. She also brought up a great point. First time anybody this whole week. This is really advanced Twitter stuff. Anybody who wants to do advanced Twitter stuff, pay attention. Hashtag TTOT. This is what's called a Twitter chat. These things happen on a scheduled basis throughout the week. Travel Talk on Twitter happens at 5:30 on Tuesday afternoon, Hong Kong time. She's always there, as are all the other great travel bloggers. They're sharing tips, and you can tune in and listen and participate yourself. There's a whole bunch more chats like this happening all the time. If you want fans to a blog, this is the place you should be going. She says it's easy to start a blog, but keeping it up is the hard part. Isn't that the truth? The web is littered with blogs with more posts on them. Hello, world. She says there's so much crap on the web, the responsibility is not putting it more junk. Finally, we had Raspberry 79. He made a point that you don't have to have to be a blog. Anybody can write a blog. Of course, that point was quickly countered as everybody who does start a blog eventually leads them to have to figure out, well, okay, Blogger's not big enough for me anymore. I'm going to WordPress and I'm going to get themes and this customized and that customized. And then everybody started talking about how you have to migrate from one platform to another and how you have to write comments. I tell you, it got very techy very fast. Everybody also started talking a lot about tracking visitors, analytics, conversions, and these are amateurs and amateur bloggers. They're doing the same thing that anybody in the corporate world would be expected to do. All right, a bit of a roundup of the week. Who was here for pitch night? Well, not here, but who went to pitch night? That was another case of our event. The big winner that night was Popsy. For those of you who don't know what Popsy is, it's like lolcats meets Pinterest. Right? And if you don't know what those things are, I'll talk to you later. Basically, Popsy lets you take pictures and then put like names and arrows on it, just like this. He won big that night. Moving on, we had Tuesday. Tuesday was an exciting day. We had Power Money and Daddy Bloggers, where we looked at this lovely product, Bud Guard. Anybody got kids? Anybody got kids? Children at home, sleeping right now while you're out drinking? Good for you. Me too. The Mommies and Daddy Bloggers, they had to work together to figure out how to sell a helmet for their children. Everybody knows that the marketers, the bloggers, and the commenters have to work together. So, after trying to work together, they decided that if you don't love a product, you can't sell it. Interestingly, coming out of that luncheon though, was some news about Pinterest. Anybody here love Pinterest? Who here has heard the word Pinterest 1,000 times this week? 2,000 times, yes, me as well. Alright, last time I'm going to talk about it. That's not true, I'll probably talk about it 3 more times. Pinterest was revealed that they were using affiliate links on all your pictures. Dastardly, links let them take things in the book, throw a little link on it, like this one at the bottom here. When you go and you buy that book, then Pinterest gets some money. Nice little business model that makes some money, you don't even know they're doing it. Everybody was up in arms because they're like, hey, you didn't tell us you were going to do this. And actually, how many people here click the terms of use button and just say, I agree without reading it? No? You read them all? I read it all. Allie's the only guy who's a hobby lawyerist. Anyway, if you did read it, you'll see that they could otherwise exploit your material however they wanted to. This is pretty standard with almost all terms of agreement. So, yes, don't get so upset when somebody does something with your content online. If you put stuff up on somebody else's site, it's very likely you don't own it anymore. But something that was really exciting. Allie and I got we're out for a few drinks a week or so back. And we were excited that we wanted to test what real social influence was. None of these charts or graphs that show who tweeted the most. We wanted to say, could we save a life? In this case, the life of a dog named Pepper. And so we started this campaign in a noisy bar, much like this, on Monday night, but nobody paid attention to us. And we begged and pleaded with everybody on Tuesday. We thought, okay, we're going to round this up. We had press releases ready, videos ready. 5 o'clock that night, that afternoon, I got a tweet from Allie saying, Pepper's been adopted! Woo! It took us less than 24 hours to get to use our social media influence to save a dog. Next year, we're going to aim higher. Next year, we're going to use our social media influence to save Greece. All right? So everybody save up for that one. All right, Wednesday night. I love Wednesday night. Anybody here seen The Social Network, the movie? That guy named Zuckerberg in it? The whole thing that night, we were there. We had guys wired in with headphones. Every 5 minutes, they were taking shots of Jaeger bomb. And at the same time, they were actually coding up a Facebook app. And they were doing it on the specs that were dictated by the audience. And in really, I kid you not, 30 minutes, they produced a Facebook app for Asia, Animals Asia Foundation. It works, it brings out food, it can group things, and they still managed to stand up and walk away from their laptops. They were pretty stunning and amazing. We moved on to Thursday, which had a fair bit of fashion and cool stuff in it. One of our Jasmine here. Anybody a fan? Yeah, some fans in the house. And according to Jasmine, you have to take her word for this, but right now, Pinterest is so on trend. She also, a little word to any of the fashion brands in the house, if you don't already know this, really take heed. Never, ever, ever again send a press release to a blogger. Go make friends with them instead. We had a really lovely case study in from Finnair. They did this thing called Angry Birds on a Plane. They had a contest they ran online first and found a lot of really enthusiastic Angry Bird players who wanted to fly from Helsinki to Singapore. And so they got a whole plane load full of them and made them play Angry Birds for 11 hours. Actually, it was voluntary, and those who got the highest scores over those 11 hours got extra in-flight prizes. Yes. Kill me now. I love Angry Birds, but that sounds awful. They also had this lovely example of empowering employees. They actually just told their flight attendants, do anything you want to make the lives of the passengers on their way to India a little bit more exciting. And the flight crew, on their own volition, came up with a Bollywood dance. And basically came on the plane and danced. Right, any guesses, when they did this video, how many views do you think this got? Anybody? 10 million. 20 million. I think you're actually over the actual retail price, but you're in the ballpark-ish. You got that a million part right. 4.3 million views, which isn't bad considering this isn't the marketing department. This is flight attendants, right? So maybe like these guys down in front here who work in digital marketing, they might want to talk to some flight attendants. We also were really fortunate yesterday to have the two Pride girls in town, and anybody who thought that the planking meme was dead, it's so not. It is back. It's back with a vengeance. They were planking in the Hong Kong airport, and that planking picture on their Facebook page already has more than 3,000 likes on it in one day. And of course, they managed to get all of everybody else at Social Media Week to plank as well. That or it was a bank robbery, we're not totally sure. And alright, I'm going to bring up a few of the statistics worldwide from Social Media Week that we've seen thus far midweek. We had 60,000 tweets, top 5 countries. There we are, Hong Kong, no sign of Singapore. Top trending things on there, no crazy almost next year for sure. Buzz generating keynote speakers, again no crazy loud, but next year for sure. Global partner brands, Nokia in the house, give a big wave. Number 2, not bad. Ahead of this other Ogilvy company, doesn't know what they are. And our top 10 global social media week Twitter influencers represents 852 in the house, baby. Alright, folks, for those of you who don't know me, I am J.O.A. I run a little meetup group that meets first Friday of every month called HKSocial. It was born out of last year's Social Media Week. It is for people just like you who love social media, who know it's a part of their future, who don't want to just meet once a year to talk about it. Instead, we're gathering every month, first Friday, 8:30, here in Soho, having breakfast, doing roundups like this, telling you about all the cool stuff of the month. You can find us here, meetup.com/HKSocial. Join the other 420 members who call us home. Come down and check us out. And then you'll be ready for next year's Social Media Week. Thank you all very much.